The OIT, Operator in Training, is an apprenticeship program offered by Maryland Environmental Service to give the operator just starting off on-the-job and classroom training with an emphasis on water and wastewater.
It's a 3-year apprenticeship. After completing the 3-year apprenticeship, you're licensed with the state of Maryland as either a water or wastewater treatment plant operator.
Training establishes a very good foundation of the water and wastewater principles when it comes to using activated sludge or what other media or whatever you will be using at the plant that MES has you operating and training at. On the job, there's critical equipment, there's chemical feed pumps, there's various different kinds of systems where your supervisor or senior operator will supply you with on-the-job tools to allow you to be an effective operator on your own. Probably the most significant task that an operator does when he first starts his day is to check the critical equipment that the plant is using, such as aeration blowers, looking at this PLC, and just verifying which equipment that is being called for and which equipment is operational. After that, it will be collecting samples and actually testing the samples. So it would be collecting a raw or influent sample, collecting a reactor sample to test for nitrates and ammonias, pH, alkalinity, dissolved oxygen, making sure we're getting the proper treatment that's needed to produce a very quality effluent for our client.
Operators are responsible for taking samples, testing the samples to make sure our results are within parameters for our specific plant. A lot of times some of the automated machinery either breaks or needs maintenance or cleaning and things like that. Like a bar screen might not be working, so we'll send someone up there to manually remove material at the head of the plant. Or during different season change, sometimes duckweed builds up, so we might be netting some of that off the surface of some of the tanks. We'll be monitoring some of the machinery to make sure it's run the amount of time it's supposed to throughout the day. Process control testing is very important for the plant, not because we get judged by it for compliance reasons, but it helps us to know what adjustments, if any, need to be made to the plant so that we can stay in compliance, so that our effluent's within the parameters it needs to be. The biggest challenge of this OIT apprenticeship program is at the beginning of the apprenticeship, there's a great deal of knowledge that has to be learned, oftentimes on your own. We're given a couple hours a week to work on it here on the job, but you have to kind of take the initiative to do it on your own. One of the challenging things is learning all the different permits for all the different plants, trying to keep them in order. A lot of times they change. There's a certain set of sampling schedules that goes along with each permit as mandated by MES.
This equipment is running 365 days a year, 24/7, so normal wear and tear is going to happen. So you have to really stay on top of maintenance. You have to be very hands-on, and you have to be willing to constantly learn, how to repair things on your own, because you are operating by yourself, not necessarily are going to always have access to a supervisor to show you. You have to kind of figure things out on your own.
Operators shouldn't be afraid to get their hands dirty. Operators should be good with their hands. Basic math skills can't hurt. Organizational, time management is important.
You have to be a self-starter. You're in control of your daily rounds, your schedule. So time management would definitely be another good characteristic trait to possess coming in. You really have to have patience. Things break just like any engine, and everything's not going to run smoothly. So you have to be patient, and you have to also be persistent, and to make sure that you have all your required workload finished by the end of the day.
like that it's an independent job throughout most of the day. Operators are by themselves, left to manage their own time and make their own decisions, and I like that.
What I love about MES versus other jobs that I've had in the past is how hands-on my supervisors are with developing me as an effective operator. I like that I can get questions answered when I need them answered. I can have on-the-job training when needed to help me become an effective operator. I like that they provide the operator training with the classroom training as well. So you kind of have a little book smart and kind of on the job kind of meet together, and just as it couples very well with